Well, here it is, Tuesday morning. Good morning. Another coffee with the CEO. Um, I did not expect to wake up to GameStop being down to 125. I did not expect that at all. Uh, I was very open that I had puts on GameStop, and I don't know what the numbers don't update until after the market opens at 9:30. So I don't know where my puts are going to be at, but I will be in the profit. Clearly, I will be in the profit at market open, uh, and I do plan on. Um, I do plan on getting out of most, if not all, of my GameStop puts. I may keep one contract, which is a 100 share block, um, for the future to see what happens. Just to keep my interest in GameStop. If I have one put left, I'll have some interest. I've learned a lot in the last week with this whole GameStop frenzy. I, the it got me really interested and really thinking about investing more into the market in a controlled manner. But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about business. And I know that, listen, I wrote this morning about how you can look at what happened to GameStop in your own life and go, well, maybe I am an old dog, and maybe I need to learn a few new tricks in my business, which I am. I am doing that. Sorry, guys. I didn't sleep well, so I got up extremely early. If you're not growing, you're dying, is what they're saying, is how the saying goes. GameStop was not growing. They have a new management team in, and they have a lot of exciting things going on in their business. $300 a share worth of exciting? No, but they have a lot of exciting things going on. My business, I thought about it this morning. And it was like, I don't have that cutting edge technology in my business. Um, does my business serve a purpose? Yes. Will it serve a purpose for the next 5 years? Yes. 10 years? I'm not going to answer that question yet. Um, I need the one thing you need is fresh ideas, a younger generation, and you need somebody with drive. Listen, as you get older and you get a little more financially secure, and you slowly start to accept how your life's going to be, forget about if you hit the mega lottery or overnight success or whatever that is. Your life starts to develop. I'm going to be 55 in just a couple of weeks. I can't believe I'm going to be that freaking old. Um, but I don't run marathons. You know what I mean? I don't go chasing kids. That's not me. But in business, you need to think about those things. You know, am I growing? Yes, I add new products. I'm adding brands, but I'm also looking at things in a different light. I'm going, hmm, do I see myself in business in 10 years, or do I build it to a point that it is solid enough to sell off to somebody else and let them have it? So is my 5 year plan to be is is my plan to be selling out in 5 years, 10 years? Um, so that my business doesn't go the way of GameStop, where it just gets to be a drain. It starts to drain. Honestly, I don't know. For those watching GameStop, GameStop just jumped to 128.29. We are pre-market. Um, I don't see a huge rally coming, guys. I don't see it going back. I don't see a squeeze. I don't see a short squeeze coming. I see GameStop falling to under 100. Um, it was my sure money bet last week. I dropped 300 in it, said I was willing to lose the 300, but I also believed that at some point I'd be collecting. Um, Honestly, I did not think it would be so soon. Um, I'm not sure why this is happening. I thought there was a lot more people on the social aspect of it. So, how am I applying this in my business? Well, honestly, these two new brands I'm building are up for sale. They will be for sale from day one. I'm not going to say, well, brand one is for sale at X dollars. But if somebody comes along and says, man, I think that's a really great idea, you've really gotten it off the ground, you've proved the concept, we see the profit potential, this is what we're willing to give you, I'm going to go, bye bye. It's sold. Um, I don't have a next generation. It's something I've been talking about for a long time. I see it in every business. Some of them haven't done it yet. Facebook hasn't done it. Amazon hasn't done it on on face value. Um, but the older companies have. GameStop has had a total change at the board table. Um, I don't follow AMC or any of the other companies. Um, what I what I've learned is that you have to have, if this is truly a business that you plan to let be carried on after you're finished with it, is you need a next generation. Um, there's nothing wrong with having a small business that you close the doors on when it's time for you to retire. And that may happen to my company. I doubt it. There's a lot of people that are willing to buy pieces of it right now, especially for their um, sector, for their factory. GameStop just made a big play. It jumped to 158, up $30. Somebody dumped a ton of money in. Somebody made a big buy. That's what that is. I don't believe it'll hold. I really don't. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, the market open, I think, is what that is. Yeah, it must be because. Oh no, that was 159. Robinhood struggling to keep up. Now it went to 129. I think it might be Robinhood software because that's a huge jump. 153.01. Um, I'm running a ticker so I can see it. We'll see. Um, we'll see what happens. Listen, I may be wrong, but that's why I have it so far out that I can be wrong. I only have to be right a little bit. I can be wrong a whole lot, right a little bit, and I still make money, um, which is all I've asked for. That's all I look for when I buy these stocks is I want to be right a little tiny bit. My options will not update until 9:30. So back to GameStop, my business in GameStop. I don't have a next generation. Uh, I don't have a next generation in my business. So I need to take that into consideration as I go through this year of updating. Um, you know, I may have to face the reality that I need to sell out at some point, or change the way that I do business so that it's more of maybe uh, uh, where I consult more, where the company becomes just an advertising platform. I don't know. I really don't know. What I know is that you have to face reality. At some point in your life, you're going to have to face reality. What are we going to do with the company? That's where I'm at. This all started back in November. Somebody told me to read the book Traction. I'm on chapter one. The third question is, where do you see your business in 10 years? Well, I can't answer that. I still can't answer that 3 months later, and I cannot give you I could put on a pair of rose-colored glasses and give you an answer. I'm going to be a billionaire and blah, blah, blah. And that's not reality. I'm trying to be realistic about setting my 10-year expectation. When I started to set it, I started looking at things going, whoa, wait a minute, that's not right. Wait a minute, that's not right. And I start to find these little places where we had band-aids that when they got torn off, the little cut underneath the band-aid opened up. And it was like, whoa, this isn't solid enough. It's not a strong enough foundation to say what's going to happen 10 years from now, just to the foundation, let alone anything we put on top of that foundation. So I've been working on that. I trimmed back a lot of weeds on eBay. A lot of things I started that I never really took care of. My fault, not eBay's or anybody else's. It was my fault. I would throw stuff up and never touch it again, never look at it again. That was my fault. But in reality, there's there's um, there's this there's one part of me that wants to be totally done with it. I want to walk away from the business. I've wanted to walk away from the business for over a year now. Um, but the other part of me goes, well, I really enjoy doing this. So I'm trying to find a balance between the two. Um, and many of you may be dealing with this. You know, I I had to learn the hard way that by growing too fast, you lose focus and things don't kind of go the way you planned. And then you got to go back and fix them all. And then it's costly. And what you did to make more money actually cost you money, and you didn't make as much money. Maybe it's a new product line. Maybe it's if you buy all women's shirts, all women's tops at Goodwill, and you start looking at, I don't know, men's shorts. I don't know, just something totally unrelated to grow your sales. Um, it didn't turn out well. Well, we tend to keep pushing it because we invested in it. Instead of cutting off the loss, we sit there and let it bleed us to death. GameStop's up a little to 137. I think there was a little rush in the beginning of the open that caused the ripple. It spiked at open. Sorry, guys. That's I kind of closed it, so I can't look at it anymore. Um, You have to build your business with a little bit of fantasy, but a whole lot of reality set in there. My fantasy was that I want this thing to be um, running long after I'm done with it. I honestly don't see that happening unless I can find some younger, um, more cutting edge technology type kids to help me with this. Um, the one nice thing is that the industries that I'm in are really, they're not cutting edge technology type businesses that where you have to be tech savvy to be in the industries. The only there's there's one piece. Robinhood's way off on prices. Okay, so where are we at? And that, see, now you got me going to dig. GME. Um, they're showing that camp. That's last night's after hours. I'm not going to go digging for it. I'm not worried about it. I can't do anything until 9:30. Till this show's over. There's nothing I can do with my stock. Um, I am going to get out of, if I have a profit, any profit in AMC, I'm selling out. Um, AMC was down. I don't know where it is now. I don't really care. If AMC's down under 10, I should make a nice little clip. Um, at least probably 30%. If it's under 10, it's at 972. If it drops down to around 9ish, I probably make 30% return on my money. I don't have a lot of money in it, guys. I put $27 in. So I'll make $8 or $9 on it. It was just so that I pay attention. That's why I put $27 at, and I think I'm gonna start a stock show, um, where I just buy real little pieces, like AMC for one put, a dollar put a year out, so that I can keep track of it and just talk about it, show people what's going on with it. Uh, it'll make a few dollars, but it's nothing. It's nothing to write home about. 30% on $1 million, that's a nice little hit. But I ain't investing $1 million in AMC. Ain't happening. But guys, you have to be. The one thing that's obvious through all of this, obvious to me, and I hope it is to everybody else. Um, the uh, the guy that originally found this wasn't lucky. He had luck, though. He labored under correct knowledge. He put in countless, countless hours on GameStop. Do I think he put in $1 million worth of hours? Not at what his labor rate would be. But it's to show you that his labor paid off. I mean, the guy was right, and it paid off for him. And I believe he deserves it. I was on the Reddit forum yesterday, and he has a daily update, daily post he puts out. He has $13 million in cash in his account. Cash. Not all his money's tied up in GameStop. He has cashed out some of that stock. Okay. So I wrote about this morning. It's very easy when you're ahead, to say, let's put it in reseller terms. We both are selling this watch. Okay. And you wonder where the penny price war comes from. I need my money back. I need that little teeny bit of profit that I can get when I get the buy box to sell it back quickly. Okay. Well, maybe you need it. Okay, let's turn the tables a little bit. You need the profit, so you drop the price by a penny. Um, I really don't need the profit. I could sit on it. So I have more options of how to play the sale of this. I can drop the price down to my cost and hold the price there to eventually knock out a lot of the competition and then raise my price back up on the watch and start making the money again. Where yours is, you have to move this item. You can't hold on to this. You need the money to roll over, to cultivate, to just keep rolling it over and over and over and over again, guys. We talked about this growth. You buy it, you sell it, you buy it, you sell it, you buy it, you sell it. When you're buying, you just keep buying more to sell more. You buy more to sell more. You buy more to sell more until you get to a point where you can go, okay, I have enough income that I can take a little bit out. When you're able to afford your stock, where you own your stock 100%, and you're selling enough that you have an income, the control of how you price your items changes a little bit. Where before I had to sell out of everything, now I can sit on a dollar put for AMC for a year because I don't have to make my money today. I can watch all you guys run around, pick up your pennies, knowing that eventually that price is going to come down and I'll make my money. In reselling, it's the opposite. I could sit on a higher price waiting for my profit while I watch all you guys battle out the buy box for a penny, and then it'll come up to where I need it to be to make the money. Now, there are times where you guys can hold me out of the buy box, but I see that and I'll drop my price down and I'll sell out and I'll move on to the next product. I have those options because I have built a solid base of income. And I have a few dollars behind me, like these hedge funds have a few dollars behind them. And are they right? No, I'm not saying that. I'm really not saying that, guys. Don't think I'm on their bandwagon. I'm not. What I'm saying is you have to look at it, take the rose-colored glasses off and look at it and see what's really going on. If you were able to get in on GameStop and make money, I hope you took the profit, because those people telling you to hold the line ain't going to give you $2 for a cup of coffee when you're hungry. It's great to have a social movement, and especially in something like this. I believe in what this social movement was about. I really do. I still do. I still believe the hedge funds have a unfair advantage. I believe things need to change, but I ain't risking everything I got in a social movement. I have to worry about Lori and I for the future, and I hope you are doing the same thing through this. I'm not giving any financial advice on what you should be buying or selling or doing. Okay, it's just not going to do it. If I do a stock show, and I believe I'm going to, I'm trying to figure out a good time of the day to do a stock show because I am in a strange time zone. Scott says, I got in at 10 and out at 350, made a killing. Very smart man. I wasn't that smart. I was all over GameStop at $4 a share, guys. I was on the call side for a while, seen where it was being shorted heavily, and I moved to the put side. I lost on a put, and I was like, okay, I'm done with GameStop, threw it away, and I didn't stay interested in it. So when this all happened, it ran right by me. When it got up to $15 a share, I was like, no way will I even look at GameStop at $15 a share. I was like many other people in my age group. that said, "Oh, it's a dying retail store," and that's as much as research as I did. If I would have seen the video I talked about the other day, I may have paid a little more attention to GameStop. Um, I want to pay more attention to the stock market. Listen, I'm getting old. I like to use this more than my back. I like to analyze things. I like to look at things. And if I throw 20 bucks at something, although I don't need the $20, it keeps my interest in that whatever it is, whatever that item is, 20, 30, $40, whatever it is. Um, I don't I hope you don't think about investing money you don't have, uh, because that's a sure loss, as we all know. If you if you gamble with money you don't have, you're going to lose. It just seems that the karma of the world is out to get you. Um, Usually, the people hit the big lot. A lot of the people that hit the big lotteries go broke because they didn't know how to manage their money. Um, it's the people that have a little bit of money that hit those things that do the biggest things with it. Um, I just don't know. I know that I need a next generation. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't even know if I'll ever have one. I may just have to close my doors one day. Um, Sad reality, but it is reality, and I'm trying to live within reality. Um, did I find this GameStop? I don't want to call it a fiasco because it's really not a fiasco. This whole GameStop movement thing, interesting. Oh, I ate it up, man. I spend a lot of time following what's going on with this GameStop. Probably a little more time than I should. Um, that's why I'm thinking about doing a show about it because I enjoy it, and I think it'll be enough that if I get that 30 minutes or an hour, um, Thrift Daddy says games GME equals pump and dump. I don't think it was a pump and dump. I think it was more of a short squeeze, which I understand. I don't. I understand the pump. I don't understand why they're dumping. I don't understand why it's dumping so hard. Um, why it's dumping so hard. Oh, market isn't even open yet. 3 more minutes. I thought it opened at 9. Oh no, it's pre-market. Sorry, 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 sorry. Again, that's the whole time thing around here. Is nuts. But guys, listen. Today's my meeting day. I have a meeting in a half an hour. I pretty much have already been over it with my employees. Only because this is cleanup week. This is the first week in a month. We have to clean up what should have been done in January so that we can move into February. There's some things that aren't done that they're finishing up. It's 9:30 a.m. opens. I uh, I know the options run from 9:30 to 4. That when you see what I buy and sell, you'll go like, "But he never owns any stock." No, I never own stock. Um, I do a lot of buying and selling. Uh, so I need to get going um, because I need to be ready to sell. Although I'm showing GameStop up to 140, I'm not selling at 140. Um, I think it'll drop again, and I may be wrong. Listen, if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. Richard says, do you even have a business left with anything proprietary if you lost your flag business or just relabeling generic products? What would you sell and who would buy it? Asking seriously. Um, what would I sell of my business? My suppliers want my business. You have to remember, what I have proprietary is I have a strong relationship with my manufacturers to the point that they do not want anything to do with Amazon. But I've had to talk with all of them. Uh, I've had to talk with all of them, whether it be on the phone. Most of it, honestly, it's all been face to face. They don't want my business unless I'm just walking away from it. Then they want my business because they don't want to have to start over. They don't want to have to start over for everything that I've done without knowing how I did it. These guys put their faith in me to build their brands online. I don't have, you have a little bit of a misconception with the relabeling generic products. These are not generic products, they're branded products that I actually am authorized to repackage. These are not generic white label type products. I actually work for branded brands that you would know in the open market. What they want is not my business. They want the operations. Is it worth a ton of money? No, it's not. It's not. It's not like I'm going to get this big fat check if I was to sell. What I would get, just so you know, what I would get is somebody buying the core of my business and being able to work from that, which means everything that I did wasn't in total, wouldn't be totally lost. Great question, Richard. Now I understand why you said asking seriously, because it looks like you're taking a shot and you're not. I appreciate the question. Guys, maybe we'll talk more about that tomorrow. It is now, market's open. I may have missed my sale because GameStop's up to 155. I don't know if my options have changed. My options have not changed. My AMC is up $5. I'm probably going to take the $5 profit and sell. My GameStop has gone up 2 cents. It's not where it should be. It'll take the market a little bit of time to adjust to it. I know what's going on with that. Guys, remember, God loves you. I'm trying. Get out there and go to work. Get off your ass. Give me a thumbs up. I could use it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're almost at 1,300. I can't believe it. All right, guys, I'm out. We'll talk tomorrow.